Hey, everybody, it's Greg again. It's another edition of Unbreakable podcast. It is Monday, November 4th, day before the election. We have a lot to talk about today. Listen, slip in, slip in, slip in. Dude, you should fly like an eagle. How about those eagles? Before we talk about eagles, I have a movie review for you today. We're going to talk a little bit about the election. We got a lot to talk about. So here it is. Patron saint of this fine podcast, Bud Bud himself. There he is. Wasn't he cute, huh? Now that's not Babushka Bud. That is Scarf Bud. Look at the scarf. That big smile on the man. Okay. Let's talk Eagles first, right? All right. So the Eagles won. That's the good news. They won. They're 6-2. They're going into Dallas next week. And some spectacular plays. That thing, that Saquon Barkley backwards leap over that Jaguar defender, incredible. They showed it on Good Morning America today. That's how incredible that play was. He is just a really, really solid player, receiver, runner. He drops some balls. I mean, come on. Yeah, he fumbles. Yeah, but he is going to be the difference this year in the Eagles. When all else fails, give the ball to Barkley, right? Somehow he's going to break a big run. He's going to do something. He's a home run hitter. He's a game changer. And it's great to have him on our team. It's not on the stinking Giants. That my spirit that I want to fly. Anyway, Devontae Smith. When the chips are down, Devontae Smith comes to. AJ Brown got hurt. AJ Brown's the big star, let's say, in the receivers, right? He's big and he's fast and he's flashing. But Devontae Smith is the solid, reliable receiver on the team. He makes the big catch. He rarely drops the ball. He can make the spectacular catch as he did yesterday at the back of the end zone. He's just a solid player. And it was amazing when the Eagles drafted him at number 9 a few years ago, ahead of Michael Parsons. But a lot of people thought he was too small, even though he was the Heisman Trophy winner out of Alabama. People thought he was too small. He's not. He's shifty. He's just a great player. I think he's an underrated player, and he stepped up. I mean, and give Jalen Hurts credit too. As much as we malign Jalen, not doing this and not doing that, he stepped up too. Again, we turnovers yesterday for Hurts. I think it's the 4 games in the turnovers. And most importantly, the Eagles and stay right there with the Eagles for the lead in the NFC East. Get out the bad one. Nick Sirianni coach. The hell is he coaching? Man. There's a time and a place when you go for 2 points. To me, it depends on the need. If you need 2 points, score-wise, you go for it. But if you're ahead at 20-16 and you could kick an extra point to make it 17-0, which is a 3-score difference, 3 scores, you do it. I mean, it's, I don't know. Don't go by the book. I don't care what the analytics tell you. Oh, just because we got this penalty, we're 1 yard closer to the goal line. Sometimes you don't take points off the board. The Eagles left 9 points on the table, on the field yesterday. 9. And even though they won 28-23, 9 points, 37 points right there. They scored enough points. They just left points on the field because of Nick Sirianni. I can't. No, you know what baffled me is this push tush. It's not working all the time now, and it's because you have different offensive linemen. Jason Kelsey's not there. Jordan Mailata's not there, and it does make a difference. It doesn't work all the time. But when he should have used the push tush yesterday, 4th down and 1, the Eagles were around the 20-yard line of Jacksonville. They go with some stupid pass play. They rolled out Jalen Hurts to pass the ball. I mean, that was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. So this guy's Sirianni's second guessing himself. He's trying to be too cute instead of doing the logical things, playing solid football, making sound decisions. Don't be crazy. You know, I have no doubts the Eagles will make the playoffs this year. Hopefully they're going to do well. The NFC, who knows about the NFC? The Lions look like the only really dominant team in the NFC anymore. You know? I mean, out west, who knows? You know, you've got the Cardinals, the 49ers aren't what they used to be. The Rams are coming back a little bit. In the South, I mean, the Falcons look like the clear-cut best team there. The North is packed with the Lions, the Packers, the Bears, oh my. You know, and the Vikings. And in our division, the Commanders, I mean, really, how good are they? They haven't played Dallas yet. They haven't played the Eagles yet. And then you have Dallas, who lost again yesterday, and they're now, 3-5? They're not a good team. They stink. But what I'm saying is it could be a good year, a clear path to get to the Super Bowl. I really think of what it looks like. It's going to be Eagles, Lions in the NFC Championship game. Now, who's going to have home field advantage? We'll see. What scares me about the Eagles is the coach. You know, the Eagles are sound personnel-wise. Hurts is a good quarterback, not a great quarterback, but a good quarterback. They have weapons. Hopefully, A.J. Brown is okay. He left the game yesterday with a knee injury. They have weapons. They get Dallas Goedert back. They get their offensive lineman back. And defense is really playing pretty well, especially the second team. Cooper DG is looks like a really good player. And Jake Elliott, even though he missed that 57-yarder yesterday, that's 57 freaking yards. The Eagles are solid. They're a solid team. What scares me is the goofy coach. Now, some of his irrational decisions is just who knows what he's going to do in a playoff situation. It's concerning, you know. I like him being aggressive. I like aggression in sports. I like when the Phillies are aggressive on the base paths and steal bases. I like when the Eagles are aggressively go for it on 4th down when it's appropriate to do so. But you can't be stupid. There's a difference between aggression and stupidity. And Nick Sirianni almost cost the Eagles a winnable game yesterday. I mean, it was Jacksonville Jaguars. You kind of thought the Jags were going to play good because they've been in every game this year. Every single game they've been in, without 5 points. They've just been not good enough to win the game, and they're not lucky enough. You knew with Doug Peterson coming back to the league that the Jags were going to give it their all. And even though they looked really, really bad in the first half, the Eagles, they took their foot off the gas. They sort of coasted in the second half. You can't do that. You have to crush bad teams. When is the last team you saw this last time you saw this Eagles team crush a team at 40-0 or something, right? So I have faith in the Eagles. They're 6-2. I have faith they're going to go into Dallas next week and kick their butt. They haven't won in Dallas in a long time, and this is the perfect year to do it. The Cowboys are in disarray. Uh, who knows if Prescott and Lamb would play next week because they both got hurt. But it's a perfect time to go down there and kick some butt and take control, of the division. Washington's coming in a couple weeks, and we'll see what's up, right? Thursday night football game. But it just concerns me that Nixon riding so flighty, you know. Some of his decisions just don't make sense. But he's going to get people because it's going to cost the team. The others cost the team. So imagine what would have happened today if the Eagles would have lost into the Jaguars after being up 22. I don't even want to think about it, but it always happens. So hopefully, Sirianni learns from this. We always say that every week, and he doesn't. But hopefully, he does. I saw a movie Saturday. We saw a movie in Hollywood. It was really good. It's gotten bad reviews. It's that new Tom Hanks movie. Tom Hanks and Robert Zemeckis, they're all teaming up again. The trio that made Forrest Gump. Robert Zemeckis, he did some favorite movies all the time. Back to the Future, Forrest Gump, Castaway, great movies. The Polar Express. But now he makes a movie called Here, and it's all about this one house, the colonial house in New England, the history of the house, the families who have lived in there. House was built around 1900, but it goes way back even before that. What happened on that ground, and it's got bad reviews because it is sort of gimmicky. It's set in one room and the camera never moves until the end of the movie. But Zemeckis has always been a pioneer in filmmaking, and he's wanting to have fun and try to explore and learn in this movie. And of course, you put Tom Hanks in a movie, it's good. And he doesn't pick bad movies, if you notice. They may not be the blockbusters they used to be, like in the 90s, but it wasn't bad movies. You had Robin Wright into the mix there with Jenny from Forrest Gump. And, here is a nostalgic movie. Grant, it's for older people, okay? When I was leaving the theater, it wasn't even half full. Well, we went Saturday with the movie, and that movie. Those the people. It's not a movie of kids. It's not a movie. Sounds like they're out luxury, right? Nowadays, you have like superhero movies, and animated movies. That's sort of dominating the box office numbers. This movie was one 70 nostalgia, very fashioned movie. And it pulls out your heartstrings, and you may shedding a tear or two. But for me, it worked. For me, it was a good movie. It was really solid, and it's refreshing to see something thought-provoking, a movie that can move you, it can make you think. It was interesting when it came out of the theater, one of the ladies who was in the and there was sitting outside movie theater, and she said, you can always tell when there's a sad movie because everybody comes out lying, which happened, And here has a lot of cheer and joy. There's a lot of sad moments, bittersweet. bittersweet moments. And it's some of it is predictable, and some of it is not. To me, it's just a sweet, well done movie. Yes, you have to get used to the fact that the camera never moves until that takes some getting used to. Yes, you have to get used to the fact that the entire movie takes place in one room. I was amazed at all of the changes. The person who was in charge of the set designs had to go crazy in this movie because what were there 50 scenes, 75 scenes in this movie? And it all takes place in the living room, and you have to rearrange everything in this room to fit the era. You know, they had colonial days, and then they had World War One days, and then they had World War Two days, and the 70s and 80s, and up until present, about 4 or 5 different families living in that home. At the and the stories are good. I mean, you don't really have one problem with the film is you don't really have time to get to know these families on a deeper level. You saw that you sort of skim over the film. That's it. Because there's so much. The movie goes in less than 2 hours, hour 44 minutes, and there's so much packed into this movie. But it keeps it moving. It's brisk. Um, there aren't too many dead spots in the movie. One thing I noticed now, I said, was there's no dogs. There's no dogs or cats. There are like 4 or 5 families living in this house through the generations, and I didn't see any pets. That, I don't know why. Pets are sure to tug at your heartstrings. That's what you're getting at. But to me, it was a solid movie, and I would go see it again just to see, like I said, the subtle nuances, the changes in the set have to change as time goes on. It's really a movie about time, and Zemeckis is really a master of movies of time. Yeah, he made Back to the Future, so he loves playing with concepts of time, and this is another movie that fits it. So my recommendation is go see it. You know what, my friends, ignore the reviews. Rotten Tomatoes is a good site in case you want to gauge on things, kind of gives you a handle. But to me, you always have to go see a movie and judge it for yourself because everyone is different. How do you know that reviewer who doesn't like the movie is maybe a 20 or 30, and it just isn't into nostalgia and sentimental movies. Movies like old-fashioned movies, like they used to make back in the day. Uh, to me, everybody has to judge for themselves. So I would say go see it and judge for yourself, and hopefully you will like it. It's called Here, and it stars Tom Hanks in Robin Hood. So we get down to the election, one day to go, huh? And see, same thing. I'll make the correlation. Take movie reviews with a grain of salt. Again, go see the movie for yourself. That's the way I would judge. That's the way I would view polls, election polls. You got to go vote. You have to go vote. Don't let people discourage you from voting. Stay focused. Don't worry about the polls, whatever they say, good or bad for the community. Go and vote. You hear all these different polls. New York Times did their final poll. Ipsos did their final poll. You don't know what to believe, right? Because you're coming from one angle, You don't know who's taking the poll. You don't know who they're polling. To me, I'm just going to wait till election night. Hopefully, we'll hear the results. I'm going to go vote. Well, actually, I voted, but I'm not worried about predictions and polls and things like that. It is what it is, and we'll see what the results tomorrow. Personally, I'm for Kamala Harris because I think she brings hope and joy and change to country and the world. Donald Trump is really dark through this whole campaign. Now, it was interesting yesterday, he talked about he wouldn't mind if the media, the fake news reporters were sharing. And it's interesting, the media made Trump. If they didn't cover his rally so much back in 2015, when he was just a candidate amongst 17 other GOP candidates, he would not have been made. And they've covered all of his rallies. They haven't covered a lot of his downtimes when he's been incoherent and it's been unhinged. But now they're booked. Why? Because we're close to the election and anything can happen. It's still pretty much a toss-up race. And his comment yesterday about reporters that all of a sudden, guys like Jonathan Carl on ABC, who wrote a few books about Trump, is saying he is worried. Because the comment yesterday, well, maybe you should have thought of that before you started building this guy up, right? All this media is just ratings and money. And it's like, stop and think. What is best for the country? What is best for the people? Not just your colleagues. So, let's see what happens. Big rallies today. I understand Trump is going to be at the Santon Arena in Reading at 3:00. Kamala Harris has a big concert rally at 5 in Philadelphia. We know that Gaga's going to be there. We know the Roots are going to be there. We know Oprah is going to be there. I'm not surprised that Taylor Swift's not going. Who knows? Maybe. I know she's up in Canada doing concerts, and her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, plays tonight. I wonder if she'll be in Kansas City or something. But it's the home stretch, so you're still going to hear a lot of crazy stuff. I wish George W. Bush would come out and endorse Kamala Harris. A little disappointing, so I'm not surprised that he is letting love, but I'm disappointed. So you're going to hear a lot of stuff between then and tomorrow. And you're probably going to hear Trump declare himself a winner tomorrow night, even though there's not going to be any evidence of it. And, he's been laying the seeds for different court cases and challenges and appeals to start happening. So look for that to happen. I think it's going to be a long haul until we really know who's going to be president, until everything is played out in the courts. Unless there's a big landslide tomorrow, then we'll know. But here we are, right? After all these years, literally, campaigning, travel, all these reports, all the back and forth stuff, right? All the plans and progress and campaign 24, blah, 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 the road to the White House. Well, here we are. Tomorrow is election. It just seemed like yesterday when Joe Biden was in that debate with Kamala Harris. You got to give her credit, win or lose. I mean, for only being a candidate since mid-July, she has paid together, and she is right there with Donald Trump. So you gotta give credit. She was on Saturday Night Live Saturday. Uh, she, is okay with poking fun at herself. It just seems like it's pushing. I think we have a chance. I think she's going to be a different president than President Biden, and I think we have a yearly chance. And when you look at the alternatives, which could be the United States military turned against its own civilians, stuff like that, rioting in the streets, people getting shot. And don't forget, Trump will have the limited power given to him by the Supreme Court if he gets it. The first thing he's going to do is take revenge on his so-called enemies. I want to live in a country with a lot of hope and joy, and there's progress and prosperity. And I want to live together with people of all ages and genders and races, creeds, and religions. And I don't want to hate anyone. There's been too much hate in this country for too long. This is the chance to turn it around and start again. And that's the choice. Otherwise, we could do the same old, and this time it's going to be for good. Because if Donald Trump gets in, he's going to rip up the Constitution, and whoever he deems as president will be the next president. So that's why this election is so important. So I hope everybody gets out there and votes if you haven't already. It's supposed to be a beautiful day in Pennsylvania tomorrow, 75. No excuse not to get. And hopefully it's nice on the country. And everybody out there can get and vote. And let's just hope that the better person wins for all of our sakes. So that's it. Big game tonight, Kansas City, Tampa Bay. Sixers on the West Coast. At Phoenix playing the Suns. I believe Paul George is supposed to finally play tonight. No Joel Embiid. Did you hear that over the weekend? We pushed Marcus Hayes, one of the reporters in the locker room, because Hayes were calling recently, calling out Joel Embiid for playing. It's just bad. It's just bad. The Sixers are off to 1-4 start, and yet they want to be a rebound. Really? I don't think it's a good time to be going to lead. They're just not good. See what happens on the West Coast. They play the Suns tonight, and then they play the Clippers Wednesday, and the Lakers on Friday before they come in the votes. Let's see what happens. Phillies haven't made a trade yet. Haven't signed any free agents. Actually, today, I believe, is the day you could start signing free agents. World Series over. The Braves are already making moves. The Braves always do that. They always make the first move every offseason. They get their ducks in a row, and they don't have to scramble when it comes time to spring training. I wish the Phillies were a little bit more diligent, because they have work to do. If the Phillies think they could bring back the same team that was lost in the playoffs 2 years in a row, they're kidding themselves. They really. So interesting times, in the sports world. So we'll see what happens. Interesting times all over the place. And everybody take care. Take a deep breath. Everything will be okay. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom. You gotta have faith, and you've got to say everything's going to be okay. Peace and love, everybody. I'll be back again tomorrow morning. We'll talk more stuff, huh? Hey, I'll chat to you. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.